Hello everyone. Welcome back to another Anything Goes Saturday. Today I am going to be using my Sweet Buttercup stamp set, specifically this image, and I think it's this image. That's the one I decided. I could finally figure out which stencils go with it. It does have a stencil set, so I'm going to use the stencil set. I have, let me move this out of the way. I have some layers, and my first layer is a white layer, and it's smaller than the normal layer. And then I have 3 layers that I've pulled. I don't know which is going to match that frosty pink. If none of them match, then I'm going to use the white and make my own layer, and I'll show you how to do that. And then I have my card base. For my ink, I am using Altenews, what's this one? Frosted Foliage and Red Cosmos. Specifically this frosty pink. I have a blending brush, a colored pencil. This is the Derwent Inktense, and it's scarlet pink. I'm hoping that matches. I have a, what do you call this? Blending stub. And I'm going to try the Creative Intense Black ink from Honeybee Stamps. I'm going to go again. I keep trying and trying black inks that I can use. And this one says alcohol marker friendly. I'm hoping if I blend in my ink, it'll work and won't smear. We'll see. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some, well, not yet. I want to do some stamping. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp my image. All right. And I'm going to stamp it. Ooh. You know what? I'm going to come down some because I'll add a sentiment at the top. So I'm going to stamp it there. And I'm making sure I press in the center. I think I need my Misty. Hang on. All right. Let's try this again. I just opened this up this morning, but it doesn't seem to have a lot of ink to it. So I don't know if it's needs to be re-inked or if it was because I didn't have enough. See, it's still not, I'm not certain. It could be operator error. So let's find out. Better. All right, now I have to take this off, and I'll just stick it on a block and set it aside, because what I want to do, and I've got to clean that off, what I want to do now is to add my leaves. And again, I'm going to use the Misty, but I want to mask this first. I think I'm going to be making a new mask. All right. Let's put that there. Pick it up. Now I'm hoping this doesn't interfere with the stamp because it is kind of close. We'll find out, won't we? All right, let me ink this up. And stamp it down. And I'm happy with that, so I'm going to leave it. All right, let me take this off and put it back on its block. And then I'm going to take this out. I'm going to put these away because if they slam together, they are hard to come apart. All right, so now I have my image stamped. I'm going to move this out of the way. I'm going to take a little bit of repositionable tape and put it on the back, just so it's in place. All right, I'm going to start with the frosty pink. I haven't opened this one. All right. And I'm going to get my, where did I put them? Oh, there they are. I'm going to get my, okay, this is number 1, my stencils. And this goes on like so. So you kind of got to play with it to get it lined up. Okay. All right. I am going to tape it in place because I don't want it to slip while I'm using my ink. All right. I'm looking to see. I haven't opened this. Oh, there it goes. All right. Let's see what frosty pink looks like. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Almost, almost. I need some Post-it notes down here and here so I don't get it where it's not supposed to be. There we go. All right, let's try this again now. I have to be careful. I didn't even see those up there. Let me get another Post-it note. And I don't know if I have any more over here because I've used them. Here's one. Oh, here's a lot of them. All stuck together. All right. Let me put that there. You got to mark it off or so that you don't get ink where it's not supposed to be. Ooh, this is a pretty peachy color. I like this. I'm hoping Petal Pink matches it. All right, so I've got that one. Now I can move this and these. And it's number 2. I have to go to stencil number 2, so I have to move this out of the way. And this, and I'll wash it later. I'm not too worried about this ink. I did learn, and I didn't know this, you can use, which I find interesting, you can use alcohol to clean off your stencil and take off the inks. Pinks and reds will stain your stencils, but you can use the alcohol to clean it up. So that'll be something I will be trying because I've got a couple that are stained. Okay. And I'm just coloring away. I want to add some interest with the pencil. All right, let me see if I take this off and this off. Ooh, don't want to do that. And just kind of lift this up. Okay, good. I wanted to make sure that the colors were Oh, and I need to get, all right, so I'm done with the pink for now. What I do want to do is I want to use a darker pink for the center. So let me do this. I think I'm going to go, hold on, let me kind of see here. There's my blending. Yeah, I'm going to go with Ruby Red for the middle. And I can use the same brush. I'm going to put those there. Now, I have to figure out which one. I think it's this one that goes in here. So you just kind of keep moving it around until it lines up. Okay, I'm going to tape that in place and that in place. Give me that and that and that. All right, let's get some Ruby Red in the middle. Whoa, is that bright? Okay. I don't think I need another one. I don't want to go too dark because then you lose all of the pieces. All right. So there's that. Done. Now I think that pencil's going to be a good color. I need to do my piece here, but I have to put I want to put this back on because I don't want to be coloring it. All right, so this piece goes here. I had the hardest time figuring this out. And I may not have it. I may have forgotten. Oh, no, not this one. That one is the other pieces. It's this one. I want to do this one first. All right, here we go. All right. I have to decide on greens. I'm gonna do this because sometimes I get really ambitious. All right, let me put this away and pull in my greens and get another brush. Okay, let's see, what color do I want? Let me just kind of look at this. I don't think jade is the right color. I'm going to use eucalyptus and see. We'll see. It may not work, but we'll find out. The advantage is if it doesn't, I can always use, well, nothing like putting your fingers in it. That's why you always wear old clothes when you craft. I just wipe it on my pants. Okay, I think this is going to be the good color to use. And I didn't pull out a green pencil. I may need to get a green one. Okay, got it. All right, now I have to do some switching to do the other pieces. And I need to look at my it's not that. It's not that. It's the other one. It's this one. Whew. At least I think it is. No. All right, I've got to see which one it is. It goes this way. It's a little hard when you've covered up half of it. That's why I looked at the diagram. Alton is very good about giving you a diagram in their stamp sets. All right, let me do this and this. And now we're gonna do these leaves. You do have to be careful because they've got pieces hanging down, and you've also got your Post-it note covering up your flower. All right, let me see if those are color-wise. Yes, they're okay. I want to make sure the color was close. All right, I'm gonna move these out of the way, put these back over here for the next time, and move this and take this off. All right, now it's time. Ooh, gotta close up my ink. It'll dry out. Now it's time to try the pencil and the colored pencil and the blending stump. So I'm just very lightly coloring. And I'm going to add some here. It's darker because that's kind of the back side. I'll add some there, 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 and there. All right, let's pull out the blending stump. And basically what I'm doing is I'm just going over it to kind of smooth it out some. Now you can use Gamsol or unscented, denatured mineral spirits. I can't remember if that's the exact name. I know Gamsol is, but you can Google it and it'll tell you. To blend this out, my thing is if you use that, I don't know how it's going to affect the ink that you've put down. Okay. Ooh, I like that. There's just enough shading there. Oh, missed this down here. Let me make it a little bit better. Ah, very pretty, I think. Don't you? All right, let's see about the card. All right. This is definitely not the color. I think I can get away with that. Yes, and that is Petal Pink, so I don't have to use this one. So I'm going to take my card base, and I don't know if I have any Petal Pink gems. I didn't look for that, and I have to decide on a sentiment. So let me put this on. And this on. Remember, if you make a mistake, there's always two sides. Flip it over. All right. And I didn't heat set that black. I don't know if it makes a difference or not. All right, let's see. What do we have in here? Oh, I think I'm going to use the Just For You. The Hello isn't big enough. Let's see what that one looks like, if it's big enough. Oh yes, perfect size. So let me get out my stamp. I'm gonna put this down so it's straight as can be. And I want my VersaFine black. All right, because I've heard it's really good for sentiments. We'll find out. All right, let me pull this down so I can see it. And I want it to go on straight. Yeah, it's got there's a thing on my stamp that caused that little mess up, but I didn't even see it. All right, I'm going to stick this in water. Actually, I stuck that on my cleaning sponge so that it would pull the black off of it some, because it will stain it. But I also looked, and I have the rainbow adhesive back dots that has the petal pink in it. And I'm going to use those. So these are the petal pink. So let me put one there, one there, and one there. And that's it, because I don't have many of those left. I may have to get some. I want to find a die I can use to cut and make my own dots to keep it flat. So there's the card idea, using the stencil with ink and then a colored pencil. And I totally forgot to do my leaves. So what I did was I found a green pencil. This one is, what's it called? Beech, B-E-E-C-H, green. And I'm just tracing over the lines. And then I'm going to take the blending stump and go over those lines to soften them. Okay, got one there. All right, let me take my blending stump, and then I just kind of went over the line to kind of bleed it out some. And I don't know if you can tell, but it does soften it. Just to add some interest. I did sharpen the tip to get rid of the pink. You don't want to leave the color that's on there on the blending stump because it will mess it up. So there's what the finished card looks like, and I think that green just adds a little bit to it. And then I did the same technique for the inside and the envelope. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this idea. I still have another way to color a large image that I'm going to share with you next week. So make sure you come back. Bye.